In our training last week, we talked about how you can create your section, your mission, your vision, your statement, and we went ahead to create 2 sections for our about. So we'll continue from where we stopped last week, and we'll try and see if we can create our full homepage. Then I'll go ahead and create the about page, how you can assign link. Let's say you create a button. If someone click on the button, let the button direct the person to that very particular page that you have assigned to that very button. Let's say on about, I click on learn more. So if you click on that learn more on the home page, it should take you to the about page. So I'm going to create the about page. Then I'm going to give you an assignment or a classwork or a homework where you are going to design the services page. You are going to design the contact page. So if you are able to do this, trust me, I think we are done. Yeah. Then after this, I'll teach you how you can create a single landing page, maybe for a product page, or you can use it for affiliate marketing. For those that are into digital marketing and affiliate marketing, you can create a simple landing page. Then I'm going to teach you how you can create a one-page website. So if you stay with me to the end of this tutorial, this is what we are going to be doing. And trust me, if you've been missing out from these tutorials, you don't miss out anymore. All you need to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, like this video, share this video, then always go to the comment section, ask a question, and drop a contribution. Let's go to today's class. All right, the first thing is start your Apache, then start your MySQL. So once you are done, go to your browser and type localhost / the name of your folder /wp-admin. Remember, the first thing is for us to log into our admin dashboard before we start designing. All right, so you supply your password. Remember your password. Yeah, always remember your password. So you right click on your site and open in a new tab. Remember we stopped here, yeah? So just click on edit with Elementor. Right, so since we've created a 2-section to pick a little of our about, so now if you click on this button here, it's supposed to take you to this about page. Is that okay? So it's supposed to take you to this about page. But before we create the about page, let's just create a single session. Let's click on this place, click on this first structure, then come to your height, minimum height. Then I'm going to give this a background. I'll come to style, then I'll come to background type, then I'll choose a picture. Which picture should I? Okay, let me use this picture. Then I'll click on select picture. So now if I select the picture, you see that it is too big, yeah? So what I'm going to do, I'll come down to this place and I'll write attachment. Now I want it to be fixed like this. So if I'm scrolling, I want the picture to remain there. Can you see? Now if you put on scroll, if you are scrolling, the picture will go with it. Can you see? But I want to make it fixed so that my picture will remain there. Is that okay? Then if you want it to be a cover on the display, just click on cover. It will appear like this. But if you want it to be or contain, it will contain this section, or if you want it to be on this default. So I love it on this section. Then I'm going to give it an overlay so that any text I put on top can appear. So I'll come and click on background overlay. I'll come to this place. Then I'm going to choose a color as the overlay. I'll use this green. Can you see? Then I'm going to increase the opacity. So be like this. Or if you don't like green, you can use black. It's okay, black is okay. Then I'll come here, I'll give it a subheading. What subheading should I give it? What subheading should I give? Let me just go and pick a subheading. Okay, let me just choose this. Okay, let me just pick this about this app. Then let me put it here. Then I'll come to the style, take it to the middle, come to typography. I'll make it enter. My font character will enter. Then I might increase it. I'll increase the font because this is desktop view. Then the color, I'll come to color, make it white. Then I'll come back here and I'll choose a text. I'll put a text here. So let me go back to that place and pick anything. Let me just pick anything as a text. Then I'll come back here and I'll replace the text here. I'll replace it here. Then I'm going to centralize it. I'll take it to the middle. Then I'm gonna give it white color. Then I'll make it 14 is okay like this. Then I'm going to put a button. Okay, let me just copy this button. I'll just copy this button and just paste it here. Then I'm going to centralize this button. Then in the link is about, remember, if I click it, it should take me to my about, or no, this should be contact us. This should be contact us, so that once they click it, it can take them to our contact page. Is that okay? So I think the next thing we can do, we can create a section for services. So I'll just click here, I'll open this, then I will just come to height, minimum height. Then I'll take my heading here, then I'm going to call it services. Then I'll make it 20, or let me make it 40 so that it will be big. Then I'm gonna centralize it. Then I'm going to make it green color. All right, so I'm just going to bold these services. Let me come here, make it 700 bold. Then I'll come here, I will choose icon image, icon box. I'm going to choose this icon box, and I'm going to drag it here. Or first, let me just choose, I'm going to choose inner section. So I'll pick these two inner section here like this. Then I'm going to duplicate it so that it will be 3. So this first one, I'm going to bring my icon box. I'll bring this my icon box. Yeah. So the first one I'm going to do, let's say now, so this place you are going to put the services you render. Let's say web designing services. Then this place will be the content you are dropping there. Then your icon, my icon will be globe. Let me globe. Yeah, globe like this. Then I'll click on insert. Then I'll come here, come to the style, the icon, I'll make it green. Then I'm going to decrease it to 20. 20 is too small. Let's make it 40. Then the description, I'm going to make it green. The text, I'm going to make it 14. Then I'm going to make it black like this. Sorry, black. This background, I'm going to give it white. So I'll click on this icon here. I'll come to style. I'll come to background, and I'm going to give it white. Is that okay? So then I'll come to border. Then I'll give it a shadow like this. As you can see, there is a shadow. Then I'm going to give it border radius. Border radius is, you look at this edge here. This edge, I'm going to curve the edge. So I'll just give it 10. Just be observant. Now, if you observe this edge, it has curved. You understand? So we call this border top right radius. We call this border bottom left radius. So you can give top and left only. So if I want to do that, I'll just simply take it back to 0. I will uncheck this. I will say left. Yeah, I'll make it 10. Then I'll say right. I'll make it 10. Now I have given this, right and left. So I can make it 20 so that you see the effect very well. I'll make left 20. Now, did you see the effect? Is that okay? Now, if I hover this very section, I want it to change background. So if I hover, I want the shadow to have a color. So I will take this here and I'll give it maybe like a red, something like this. Did you see? So instead of that, I'm going to choose my color, which is green. So I'll just take it to green and take here like this, so that if I hover, did you see it? Now, did you see the background shadow? Did you see background shadow? So you can do likewise for the rest. Is that okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to right click and copy this and just paste it here. Instead of doing it afresh, sorry, I'll just paste it there. I'll just right click and click on paste. Then I'll delete this. I'll right click and I'll click on paste, and I will delete this. So now, if you look at this edge here, there is no space. So let us give it a gap, like a space. We call it margin. So we need to give the margin right. So the right margin, now you just click on this place, come to this left margin here, come to this margin here, uncheck this, and on the right you make it 10. if you make it 10, you see that there is a space there. Did you see it? Now, if you look at this text, it is at this bottom of this, there is no space. So we need to give it padding top, padding bottom, so that there will be space. So I'll click this place like this again. Yeah, I have unchecked this, so I'll uncheck it. I'll give it padding top, I'll give it 10, padding right 10, bottom 10, left 10, so that there will be space. Or you can even give bottom maybe 20, so that there will be space very well. Are you seeing it? So you can just copy the same thing and replace and delete the other one, so that you will not have to be redoing everything. So I'll just delete this, so that I have this. I'll paste it. I'll delete this, so that I have this. Is that okay? So now my title here is too small, so I'm going to come back to my icon. My title, I'm going to increase my web services to be like this. So the same thing here, I'll change this my icon to maybe let's say choose, let me just choose, okay, let me choose this box here. I'll call this digital marketing. Then I'll come to this place. I'll increase my text like this. Okay, I take this cool. Then this place, I'm going to give it an icon. Let me just give it any icon for the now. Yeah, then I'll call this content creation. I'll come to this place, I'll click on content, and I'll increase the font size. So all I just need to do is just to duplicate this place. I'll just right click here and click on duplicate to have these two sections. So if you have different services, all you just need to do is, make changes to this content here and you publish. So once we publish, let's go and view our website. Then click on this icon and let's view our website from the first section to this last section we just created. So if you scroll down, you see that we have this as about our app. Then we have this. Then you see our picture is stick there. Then if you scroll down, you see our services. Isn't our website already going? So now let me just do the last thing. Okay, I'll come back. Then I'll create another section here. I'm going to call it okay, let me give this. Then I'll give height, minimal height. Then I'm going to give this color. I'm going to give it color like this. I'm going to give it color. I'm going to give it color. Then I'll pick two sections, inner section here. I'll pick inner section here. There I'm going to use image in this place. I'll put an image here. Let me choose any image. Okay, let me just use this image. Let me just still use this image. Then this place, I'm going to give it an heading. Then I'll call it reach out. I'll call it reach out. Then I'll centralize it here. I'll make it white color. Then the typography, I'll make it big like this. So from this place, I'm going to type form. I'm just going to type this form. I'll just drag the form and I will drop it here like this, so that it can have like a contact reach out form. Is that okay? So we need to style this button. Come to this place and come to button. Look at the color, give it a green color. But you see, if you give it a green color, it will not show. So let's make our button black. Can you see it? So the content for the button, let's make it send message instead of send. So you come down to where you have button, you make it send message. Then we are going to publish. We are going to publish. Then once we publish, let's come to this place and view our site. Let's scroll down. Then we have this. Now this is just a rough work I'm doing because your work needs to be clean. Is that okay? So the last thing we have here we need to do is our footer. Just create a footer. Is that okay? So just like the way we created header, if you remember the way we created this header. If you remember the way we created this header. So just the way we created this header, let's come back to this place and come to template and click on add new. So I'll come to this select and I'm going to select footer. Then I'll click on create template. You know, the first time we did that was header. So let's create a footer and assign a footer to all the pages. So the reason why I love creating this is just to have a one footer to control every of our pages. So I'll scroll down to this very footer. This is my footer here. So I'm just going to click this. I'll click on this one. I'll click on this, then I'll come and do something. I'll click on this place and height. Then I'm going to give it green, background green. Is that okay? So I'll just put a heading here. Our logo is supposed to be here, but since we don't have logo here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just use heading. Then I'm going to write logo there. So anywhere you see logo, it means logo is supposed to be there. Is that okay? Then I'll increase it, logo. I'll give it white. Then I'll pick text. Now this text is supposed to carry introduction about your site, about the company. Then I'll drop it here. Is that okay? So if you have any other thing to drop down here, you can just drop it there. But me, I'll just leave it here. Then let me go and decrease my height because I want to create another one. Then I'll come here, I'll create another one like this. So I'll just give it black color. Then I'll come and pick a heading. Then I'm going to give this open bracket, close bracket. I'll put C, which is copyright. Copyright. You put the name of your site. Let's say logo is the name of your site. Then you put this symbol, right? All right reserved. Then we are going to take it to middle. We'll give it white. Then we need to decrease the font size. Let's make it 12. Perfect. Then let's publish. Once you publish, remember I said you must add an if statement. Add the condition, entire site, save and continue. Then let's go and view our site here. Let's go and view our site here. Let's see our footer. Voila. So we now have our footer. But if you observe, there is no space. We don't have any space here between this section and this section. So let's go back to our footer. Let's give it this place and give it top margin. Let's give it, make it 50. Publish. So that there will be space here. Now, did you see the space? So this is perfect. So the last thing I'm going to do now, if you click on this button here, it's supposed to take you to this about page. Now, if you click on this about page, it is blank. Is that okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an about page, but I will not finish it. So your assignment and your classwork, you are going to do these services, gallery, contact, leave blog. Is that okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this about. Then I'll click on edit page. Then I'll click on edit with Elementor. So since I'm here, I'll click on this, then minimum height. I'll give it a color. Now I am working on the about page now, not the home page. This is our about page. I'll click here, then I'll come to this place and I'll write about us. Then I'll take it to the middle. I'll give it white. So I don't need to do that order about. I'll come to my whole page and I'm going to copy this about us here. I'll copy this section. Then I'll come to this about us. I'm going to paste it here like this. I'll come to this place, click on this section, I'll paste it here so that my about to be here. Is that okay? So since my about is there, I will no longer put about us like this. There, this button, I will not put this button here like this. Since we already have this, I will not put this button. I'm going to delete this button. Then from this about us, we can have our, okay, let me come to this home and I'm going to copy this section here, which is our mission, our vision. Then I'm going to put it here like this. Well, I'm going to give it spacing. I'll come click on this place, click on height and give it minimal height so that I can have something like this. Is that okay? So we are working on our about page. So if I even publish this now, let's go and view our site. Now, if I click our site now, you see this heading is too much. So I'll come here. I'm going to reduce this head. Come to layout, the minimum height, I'll reduce it. Yeah, perfect. Or you can use picture. You can use picture if you want to. Come here and pick a picture. You can use picture if you like. Can you see it? So this is perfect. Then we'll publish. It will reflect here. Can you see it? Now, if I now come and click on my home page now, if I click on this button, it will now take us to the About Us. Oh, okay. Let's copy our About. Let's copy our About. Just copy the link of your About like this. Copy the link of your About like this. Come back to that home page. On that button, on the link here, the only way you can put /about is if you are working online. Is that okay? But since you are working offline, copy the link and put it there. Copy the link like this and put it there. Then on this very link also, copy the link and put it here. Then on our services, okay, services is okay. Then okay, that's cool. Then click on publish. Let's come back to our home page. Now let's try and click our no more now. If you click on no more now, you see that it will now take us to our about page. So this is how you reference one page to the other. So what I just taught you now is how to reference a page from one page to another. So your assignment is this. You are going to create page for services. When someone click on services, I want to see content here. When someone click gallery, I want to see images here. So if you are working on the gallery here, let's take for instance, this is your gallery page. Let's take for instance, this is your gallery page. All you just need to do is click on this section here like this, then come to this place and type gallery. You see basic gallery, just drag it here and upload your pictures. Is that okay? So that is if you are working on your gallery page. Now do the same thing for contact us. I want a contact us page. Once I click on contact us, there should be content. Is that okay? Do this assignment. Welcome back from class. I believe you've learned a lot from that very training. So by now you should be able to design your about page, your services, your portfolio, gallery, contact page. Trust me, web designing is very simple. All you need to do is just be very creative. When a client contacts you, they just give you the documentation. So it is you that will now come up with the design and everything. All you just need to ask them is, what are your colored? Can I have your logo? Do you have images I can use? Send me your content. That is it. So the rest design is for you to think about. So designing a website is very easy and you can start making money as a web designer. I hope you really found value in this video. If you do, smash the subscribe button. You will encourage me by doing that. Share this video, like this video, turn on the bell notification, go to the comment section, drop a question or drop a contribution. I'll be very, very happy to come and reply to your questions. Is that okay? So please carry out your homework. Once you are done, screenshot everything and go to our Telegram group and drop the screenshot there. I will see you in the next class.